very useful when it comes to like, you know, taking pictures of yourself. It has a flip screen, which is something that I love. Moving, it would follow me around. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to another video. My name is Yray, and in today's video I'm talking about my filming equipment. I've gotten a number of questions about like what I use to create content, how I shot a particular video, and so I thought it would be a good idea to just sit down, talk about like, you know, my filming gear, all the things that I've kind of used when it comes to creating content. And so if you're in the market for maybe a camera and looking for tips on like how to create content or what kind of equipment you should be investing in, then sit down and grab a drink because this video is for you, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Even though the numbers don't show on YouTube and social media, I have been filming and creating content for a while. And when I started creating content, I first started off with a Canon 600D, and that was a DSLR camera that I had just gotten as a gift. And so that was like literally the first camera that I started to use to create content. And because I got so used to creating content with Canon, I kind of moved up a bit a couple of years later to a 700D. The only difference between the 600D and the 700D at the time was that the 700D had like a touch screen and had like autofocus that was much better than the 600D. So I decided to, you know, upgrade just a little bit. So I used the 700D for a really long time before I even made a switch. And it was only this year that I made a switch to like the camera that I'm actually using right now. But before I get into that, I'm going to talk a little bit about like, you know, all the other stuff that I have. Then I'll show you guys this camera that I'm using. Creating vlogs on the go. I picked up the Canon G7X Mark II, and this is the camera. It has a flip screen, which is something that I love because then you can see yourself in the viewfinder if you're creating content or filming. And for me, I couldn't be hauling a big ass 700D camera all in the name of vlogs. That was manual labor and just too much work for me to be doing. And so I decided to pick up the the G7X Mark II, which I've been using and loving when it comes to like creating vlogs and maybe when I'm on the go. And obviously it's more compact than a 700D or any DSLR that's currently out there in the market. One thing that I will say is that when it comes to the lighting situation for this camera performs really well in bright light, daylight. You'd get to see like crisp, clear, you know, video footage as well as pictures. But one thing that I noticed is that when it comes to low lighting, this camera does not do as well as you would think. It's very pixelated, and I've tried it like early in the mornings when I'm working out, trying to capture like my workouts. This does not do it for me. So I usually just end up filming with something else when it comes to like my workout videos or something that I want to put on like my stories. So yeah, but for vlogs, this has been like really good when it comes to vlogs. The only downside is that it doesn't really have any place where you can put a microphone. So if you're using this to create like YouTube videos, then this is probably not going to be the best option for you unless you're recording like your audio with another device. It does have like the mic, the inbuilt mic here. But for me, I like to have like an external mic that I can connect to like, you know, the camera, and so that I can pick up like the audio quality a lot better. I love the fact that when it comes to transferring like, you know, the videos and pictures that I take with this has like, you know, the built-in Wi-Fi. So I literally can connect this to my phone and select the pictures on my phone and just, you know, quickly edit on the go as I'm going. So I don't have to wait and take the SD card out and put it on like my laptop and then transfer. That's just a long process. So the fact that it has that inbuilt Wi-Fi is definitely something that I cherish because I'm always like editing when I'm, you know, doing other stuff. And I will show you guys what this looks like when it comes to filming with it and creating like a YouTube video with it. Another thing that I use to create videos, which I think like almost everybody has a smartphone, is my iPhone. I use an iPhone 13. This is the Pro Max, 13 Pro Max, that comes with like the 3 lens. And let me tell you that the video quality on the iPhones are actually really good. They are even competing with some, you know, DSLRs and some, you know, pro cameras out there. The camera quality has changed from when iPhone started. And let me tell you, when it comes to shooting, one of the things that I like to do is actually use the back camera as opposed to the front camera to film, just because like the front camera sometimes can be a little bit pixelated and the back camera is really, really good, crisp. Nobody would even know if you shot the video with like an iPhone if you use the back camera or you use like a professional camera in shooting it. So I will say, if you have a smartphone, there's no need for you to be looking for other devices to shoot with when you can actually use your phone. So just the same thing with the iPhone, you don't get like an external mic, but there are some external mics online that you can actually invest in. This I actually got as a present from Damien. It's these little mics that you can fix on your phone. So this part goes right here on your iPhone, and the other part is like a little mic that you can either hold or pin it on your shirt and just have better quality. So if you are filming to create YouTube videos using your phone, then you have like a really great microphone that you can use, and these are inexpensive, and I'm definitely going to link this for you. The one that I got actually comes with 2 mics and one of these ports that kind of go into the phone. So if you have like a guest like that you're filming with, then their audio quality will also be equally as great as yours. So these are the 2 microphones right here, which makes it easy to have like a chit chat or have like a conversation, and that way your phone is actually picking up the best quality when it comes to audio. One thing that I will say is that when it comes to using your phone to film, one thing that you should always do, even if you just picked up your phone and put it down immediately and you want to pick it up again and take a picture, is invest in buying like, lens liquid to clean your phone, and these fiber cloths that are really good in taking off like dirt and grease. Lens cleaners that I use, they're actually from my company. The company that I work with, they have some lens solutions. So what I do is just take the fiber cloth, spray a little bit on it, and then use that to wipe like the lens and my camera, all 3 of them, just so that way like I'm getting like good footage and I'm not getting fingerprints, or the quality of the video just kind of goes down. So investing in lens cleaner is a must if you want to have crisp, clear videos and take good pictures with your phone. I use a MacBook as well, and so when it comes to making sure that I'm in view, you can actually use the quick find with your laptop. What you can do is use your laptop as a viewfinder, just so that you can see what the camera is seeing. And so if you need to adjust and position yourself in a much better way, then that makes it easier for you to do. So yeah, try it out. I do shoot like some of my content that are on social media, on Instagram, on TikTok, using my phone, and it comes out really, really great. And people have also reached out to me like, oh, what do you use to shoot this? It was actually just my phone. So I've been struggling with this camera for a bit, but I finally got it in a place that somehow looks decent. So you guys can also see like the difference in like, the quality, the camera, everything, and even the audio, because this camera that I'm using, which is a Canon G7X, does not have like, additional audio piece where you can plug in like your microphone. I switched so I can show you the camera that I currently use in filming, and this is like my baby. This is my everything. Before I picked up this camera, I did a little bit of research with like, content creators that I love their content and how they shoot their content and what kind of devices that they use. And I did a little bit of research on the filming gear that they use. Then I stumbled on Lola AKW, and let me just say that her content is absolutely stunning, and even like the video quality, everything that she does just is amazing. And so I looked into the kind of camera that she uses, and she uses a Sony. The only thing about the Sony that she uses is that it doesn't have like a viewfinder like this one that I have right now, and that's something that is really important to me, because I don't want to be struggling looking for, am I in frame? Is it blurry? Is it out of focus? So I needed to make sure that whatever device that I picked up had a viewfinder. So the one that I ended up with is the Sony Alpha 7C. Absolutely love this camera. It is quite heavy when you compare it to like, the G7X that I'm currently using, but it is such a great camera. Like, I love everything about this camera. The quality just off the bat is so good. It's nothing compared to like a Canon camera, because like Sony just gets it for like content creators. I think they have like really great cameras. And one of the things that I love about this is the fact that I have options for lenses, and so depending on what I want to create, I can always just buy a lens and just, you know, shoot content that way. Now, one of the things I love about this is that out of the box, this camera shoots in slow-mo. So if you see any of my videos where it's like slowed down and you can see like the details in whatever it is that I'm creating, it's because out of the box, this camera shoots in slow motion. And I did my research in terms of like, you know, how to film and how to set up my camera. So I would suggest that if you're planning on investing in a camera or a device that you want, do a little research on YouTube just to make sure that that's the camera that you need or will be, you know, working for whatever it is that you're looking for. So yeah, with this camera, when it comes to like filming really close-up shots, I use the 50mm lens. And I also did get the kit lens for this camera because I'm not just the person that would buy a camera without a lens. And so I picked up the kit lens, and I also have like the 50mm lens. And the kit lens does come in handy when it comes to like shots that I want to film. Maybe I'm filming like an outfit look and I need it to back up because, like, you know, because of space. Then I would go in with like the kit lens, and the kit lens works really well. There's so many videos that I've shot online using just the kit lens, and you won't believe that it's just that's giving me that quality. One of the things that I don't like about it is that the viewfinder isn't touchscreen, so everything I have to do is still out of here. And most of the times, like the G7X Mark II has like touchscreen, so even though like I have a viewfinder, I can literally touch the screen and do whatever I want. I also love the fact that it has like an app, so I don't need to wait to like, you know, transfer my videos to my laptop and then to my phone. I can literally transfer from my camera straight to the phone, and that is such a big deal for me. When it comes to microphone, it does have a microphone port. It's not the easiest to use when it comes to like learning about the features, just because I came from like a Canon background and then I'm having to switch to Sony. But it's really, really great. By the time you get a hang of it, you really love the camera and you really love the quality that it brings. Before I switch back, let me just talk on the microphone, because when I switch back, I'm going to be using the mic, and so you guys won't get to see that before I share the other pieces of like, you know, equipments that I have. My phone, I don't know if you guys might have seen it, but I have this little like lapel mic that I usually just pin on my shirt, and this is what I've been using for years. I haven't switched out to any mic that you can mount on the camera and then use that way. This has worked for me, and so why change it? And it's inexpensive, so I love that. And it has such a long group, so it doesn't matter like how far my camera is, I can always have this mic just stationed. However, it would be good to have like a mic that sits on my camera and just picks up like the audio directly from me. But I don't have that. I have this inexpensive, really, really good. So I will definitely recommend it. So now I'm gonna switch back to my other camera because the lighting situation is going on and off. So I'm back to my regular camera. Be patient with the Canon. I'm not used to it anymore. So when it comes to like the settings and making sure that I can attain the same quality that I'm getting with the Sony, I don't have the patience for it. And so maybe that's why the clips previously was kind of blown out, but I'll try and fix that in post edit. Other things that I also grabbed was a remote control, which I'm currently using when it comes to like, you know, starting videos, taking like my thumbnails or taking pictures for myself. I can start and stop recording. I can autofocus from here. And so I love the remote. It has like, you know, details on here. So you have like the movie. So that's if I'm shooting right now, I wanted to record, then it would be on this setting. Then if I want to take pictures, then it would be on this setting. If I want to focus and zoom, then I have those options, as well as other buttons that are here that you can use in like, you know, just making life easy for yourself. I do have like a remote for the phone, but this came with like a tripod that I bought. These are actually really handy and very useful when it comes to like, you know, taking pictures of yourself using your smartphone, or especially if you like take like outfit shots and you do like, you know, photography outside and you don't want a situation whereby you're clicking on the timer and then running to go take a pose. This comes in handy, connects to your phone via Bluetooth, and they're inexpensive. Most of the time when you buy certain equipment, they just throw this in as an additional accessory. So I'm going to show you like, you know, what it came with. So this is a tripod that I use with my phone. I really love this tripod because it's so slim and it takes less space. So like the bottom can literally be like this, and the real estate that it takes is minimal, but it is pretty long when it comes to like a tripod. So I love that because if I'm going out and I'm shooting like full on outfit photography, then I can just take this with my smartphone and be out the way. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's still so tall. Anyways, this is such an inexpensive tripod. It was like 30 bucks, and it also came with like, you know, the remote as well as these, you know, holders for your phone. Another tripod that I have is this Manfrotto tripod. I picked this up for my G7X Mark II. And initially when I got it, I was like, yeah, I love it. It's very easy to like hold and, you know, kind of vlog if that's what I'm doing. But I really hate it. I honestly hate it because for me, sometimes I feel like it tilts in a way that my camera isn't straight. And this ball here is a little bit finicky because you have to be really precise to make sure that your camera isn't slightly tilted. And I just feel like I would want something that has a little bit of height and length so that way, depending on where I position my camera, then I can get to see like, you know, myself properly. But I don't like this tripod at all, and I'm looking to change it out, even though I've heard from like, you know, for professional photographers that, oh, this is such a good handheld tripod. No, I don't like it. So I wouldn't recommend it in my opinion, just because I don't like it. For my camera, which I recently just got because the old one, I'd been using it for like over 10 years and decided that it needed to go because it was falling apart. But I will show you guys what that looks like. I want to show you a little tripod that I have. It's not even a tripod because it came with a light that I purchased, and I was like, I'm not gonna use this for this light. I'm going to use this for like, you know, tabletop filming. This is what it looks like right here. I really like it. It has a nice base. I use this on like the table if I'm filming like a makeup shot, or I'm filming where like, you know, I have some height and all I need to do is just have like an additional height to this. And this actually carries my camera, so I love that a lot. So I can just put my camera, film my makeup look, and be done. This is so cool. It's an OBSBot, and what it is that it's really meant for your phone. So you put your phone on here, and what it does is that it follows you around. It has a button on here, so you press the button. It's blue right now. That means it's locked on the target, and so if I was moving, it would follow me around as I'm moving. This is perfect if like I'm shooting content outside and, you know, I don't have anybody to shoot with me and I want it to capture like me doing like a walk. This will follow me, and I've used it in even creating like a skincare video, which I think it's really useful. It's very easy to set up, and one of the things I love is that it's not tied to this tripod. So if you have another tripod just like the other one I have, it can literally sit on that other tripod and be able to kind of like follow you depending on like, you know, the shots that you want. I think this is super cool. So I'm going to be using this a little bit more for like my outside shots, but this is a really cool gadget to have. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. It's called the OBSBot, but I will link it for you guys to shop if you're interested in it. And it has like a USB charger, so you just charge it and you know, use it with your phone. I don't think you can use this with any other like, you know, gadgets, just because of how the top is designed. You wouldn't be able to use it with like your DSLR cameras, so it's mainly for your phone. But that's where your back camera comes in, because your back camera is going to give you that crisp, clear quality. But yeah, this is equally a great gadget to have. So when it comes to lighting, I'm going to just talk about the lights that I have and kind of like insert clips so that you guys can see the kind of lights that I use. I have my ring light, which yeah, I have a newer ring light. There's something about this newer lights and the stand that it's on. After a while, it starts to lean, and I hate that. So they should find like a different mounting option for their newer light. But I got it from Amazon. Then I also got like this panel light, and it's the panel light that came on that little tripod, but I mounted it on my ring light, and it has like white light and it has like that sunlight. So if you're trying to go for that look and feel, that's definitely something that you can achieve with that additional light. Then I have two soft box lights, which I rarely use, but there are sometimes that, like more especially towards like winter, when I need the whole place to be well lit or illuminated a little bit more, and then I would kind of use that and bounce the light to the roof, and so that it just bounces light everywhere and makes everywhere bright, as opposed to having the light directly on my face. So I'm going to show you guys those lights in a clip. So for memory cards, I go with like 128 gigs because I usually shoot in like 4K and very high quality. So 128 gigs. I have 128 gigs in this camera, and I also have another 128 gigs in my other camera too, just because I don't want to be using the same memory card for both of them. I just, you know, have memory cards for each, but I also still have extra memory cards. Like I have like a 32 gigs memory card, just so that in case I fill up this 128 while filming, then I can probably shoot whatever is left on the 32 gigs. So I do have quite a number of memory cards, which I keep just in case even one goes missing. You never know. Then I also have external hard drives, because it's important that like I don't just throw out my content when I'm done filming. So I have two external hard drives where I store like my videos and store them in like folders and store certain clips, because you never know, you can repurpose those clips to creating content. You just can't keep dishing out content consistently. So like if you want to use like a clip from like an old video, maybe you want to do something related to like a throwback, or even want to look at how far you've come as a creator, then having some of those clips stored on an external hard drive is really good, because you can't store everything on your laptop and then fill up your laptop and you're wondering why your laptop is slow, because that's happened to me. And from that point on, I just knew that I needed like external hard drives. So this is the hard drive that I currently have. I have another one. This one is a 1 terabyte hard drive. I think I'm almost maxing it out. And so I have an additional hard drive to like, you know, store my footage and just use to edit from there. And it makes life a whole lot easier. Trust me. So yeah, these are all the filming equipments that I have, gadgets, everything when it comes to creating content. Maybe in another video, I will talk about like, you know, what I use to edit, how I edit my videos. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts are and what equipment you guys are hoping to buy and use. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.